Zimbabwean police on Tuesday arrested a leader of suspected Sect on allegations of child abuse and forced marriages. Let's get more details now from SABC News Correspondent Ephert Musekiwa. Ephert, thank you so much for your time. I mean, according to AP's, Zimbabwe police rescuing 251 children that were used as labor, and they also found some graves as well.
Yes, indeed, I can confirm that we've just spoken to the National Police spokesperson, Assistant Commissioner Paul Nyati, who has indeed confirmed the arrest of this Sect leader alongside with 4 others. They have appeared in court today and have been remanded for bail hearing on the 19th of March. They are facing 2 counts, the first being contravening sections of the Burial Act, as you rightly said. They were burying people on their Sect without government approval, will not fine anyone, so they are being charged with that. They were also being charged with contravening sections of the Children's Act, where they were marrying off minors or early childhood marriages, where minors were found to be pregnant, others were found to have been sexually abused on the compound by leaders of the Sect. Yes.
As investigations continue, then is it clear that who was responsible for impregnating these minors or their assault?
Well, the police spokesperson just indicated that for now they've only arrested the leaders, but they say that as investigations continue, they are not ruling out further arrests. But they're saying that as leaders, on this farm where these children were being kept, there were people who were in charge of the leaders of that Sect. Those ones are the ones that have been arrested, the 5 that have appeared in court today. But as to how many, today we did get that 45 minors were actually went for medical screening and were found to be pregnant and have been sexually abused by this Sect and some of the leaders within the Sect.
And it's very disturbing that, when you read that story, by the AP saying that police said among the graves that they found were those of 7 infants whose burials were not registered with authorities.
Yes, that's very true. You see, this Sect, what they do is that they actually were operating outside the law. One of the things that they actually made sure of was that every child or every woman on that compound was not allowed to seek conventional medication or seek treatment in hospitals or what. Everything had to be done on the farm where these children were rescued. The children were also not allowed to attend formal school. So it was more like a restriction camp where liberties were taken away from the minors, from some of the women that were rescued from this camp.
What have some of the congregants then said about the developments?
Well, it's still developing, but we've seen quite a number of women coming forward and confessing that they did manage to escape. One did actually highlight that they did manage to escape from this compound, and that there were more horrific things that were being undertaken on that farm. There were more things that are going to be discovered as police now are on the ground. We understand that they're actually intending to start exhumations as soon as tomorrow. So I'm sure more details will emerge once the police conduct the further investigations.
And we'll continue to track it through your eyes then, Ephert. Thank you so much for that update. That's Ephert Musekiwa, SABC News Correspondent.